Yo, what up? 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 We gotta get into it. We gotta get into it. We gotta get into it. We gotta get. I told y'all. I already told you. I don't even know why some of y'all looking surprised. I already told you I'm gonna be roasting the Lakers. Like for the, I said. Matter of fact, let me just wait for the people to catch up to this live. Make sure y'all check in and let us know where you're coming in from. We about to have a nice, good laugh for a little bit. Man, that's sad. We suck, bro. Nah, nah. Shout out to my dude, Micah Alexander. But nah. Let's just get into it. Make sure y'all check in. We're not gonna be on here too long. I just came on here exclusively to laugh at LeBron and his fans, and then I'm going to be out of here. I just came to laugh at them. Cam Reddish needs to go. Shout out to Brazil. Shout out to Brazil. Where else we got? Somebody said the Fakers. He said, did Homelander Senior play tonight? All right, let's give it like another minute or so. Let me allow everybody to catch up to the live. And we're going to get our jokes in. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. We're going to have a lot. Oh, shout out to my dude. Shout out to my dude, Sports and Fitness Rants in the comments. Shout out to him, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel. I'll be watching his breakdowns every single day. He got these long, in-depth videos. Shout out to him. So let's see. We're going to get it going in another 30 seconds. Yeah, it was a hell of a game. It was a hell of a game. Hell of a game. I'm sure y'all heard Dominique Wilkins calling that game. Let's give it like 30 more seconds. Somebody says sniffs and rants. Okay, let's go. Who else? Who else is that? All right, come on. Let's check in. Let's see where y'all coming in from. Let me just see where y'all are coming in from. Okay, let me get into this game real quick. I'm not going to take too long. I was actually splitting my time between this game and the Milwaukee Bucks Boston Celtics game, because both of these games started at the exact same time. Shout out to the Bay Area. Shout out to South Africa. Shout out to North Carolina. Shout out to Norway. Yeah, so I was watching between those two games. So I'd watch a little bit of the Milwaukee game. I watched a little bit of the Lakers game. The Milwaukee game was more interesting in terms of like, it was more of like a even matchup. So that was a very intriguing game to watch. Whereas the Lakers game, I was watching solely to see how the Lakers were going to respond after getting blown out by 41 points. Because a lot of people got on the Lakers after that. James Worthy, Magic Johnson, Michael Cooper got on them. So many top of the shelf NBA players got on the Lakers, right? So I was waiting to see how the Lakers would respond after losing a game like that. So I was kind of switching on and off. And it was pretty much a close game. In the first half, the Lakers, I think the game was tied 64-64 in the first half. But then we get to the second half, and you could see that the Lakers started playing very, very sloppy basketball. Like very, very, very sloppy basketball. To the point where Dominique Wilkins, who was calling the game, said the Lakers don't deserve to win this game because of their poor execution, especially in the end. There was a play, I think it was before OT. It was in the fourth quarter, where the Lakers were inbounding the ball, and it were three players that were supposed to corral the ball, and it looks like their minds were like in another place. And the Atlanta Hawk player went and stole the ball. He's like, the Lakers don't deserve to win this game. That's the first thing. I also want to say something else before I get into my roast. LeBron had a turnover, but he had that sensational chase down block. That was sensational. I was watching. I was like, yo, son came with that energy because he blocked the shot, and he basically blocked the shot to basically acknowledge himself and wait for the crowd to acknowledge him. And he goes like this. He goes like this, and he goes like off his fingertips. So as I was waiting for them to call after the challenge, I was like, there's no way they're about to say that this is off the fingertips of the Atlanta Hawks. So they do that. But then they try to inbound the ball, and then they end up tying up 80 for the jump ball. It was just a crazy game. Crazy game. Now that we got that out the way, shout out to Damian Yu. we need to get back to this roast. I already told y'all the roast must go on. The roast must go on. I'm not letting up on the lake. The roast must continue, and we are here to roast the hell out of them tonight. We not gonna stop, because even though that was a very, very fun game. I'm looking at the box score. What did the Lakers do? It was an overtime game. Rui Hachimura played 40 minutes. He had 12 points and nine rebounds. Very efficient game. Shot 83% from the field. LeBron James played 43 minutes in the game. And I was surprised to see that he played at all, because we were hearing that he had a foot soreness or toe soreness or something like that. So he played 43 minutes on 56% shooting, 54% shooting from three. He hit 6 threes, so that was a big game for him. He had 10 rebounds, 11 assists, 4 turnovers, 3 blocks for 39 points. That's a great stat line. Anthony Davis backed him up with a 38 and 10 and 8 game. So they had pretty much identical stats. AD had a pretty good game. Funny enough, AD actually ended up taking more shots than LeBron by 2 more. And then, of course, you had Dalton Connect. He did his thing. I think he was in the starting lineup. He had 14 points. Gabe Vincent had 12. He hit that very big three. I'm sure you guys remember that. I think that was in the fourth quarter. You look at the Atlanta Hawks. I got to say one thing, though, about Trae Young. Although he hit that big three-point shot, Trae Young be taking some dumbass shots. I got to say it. Like those long-distance threes, like when you're so far away from it, those are dumb, stupid shots. Like, I don't know. Like, those are just dumb shots. He hit the shot to basically go ahead and make and win the game. But those are dumb ass shots. Like, I'm sorry. There must be a better shot to take in an offense. That cannot be your shot. Like that, those are crazy shots, especially at that time in the game. Those are crazy shots. Let me see. Crypto said LeBron showing again that he not built for the clutch moment. Yo, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Appreciate the super chat. So on the Atlanta Hawks side, Trae Young had 31. DeAndre Hunter, that dude had a big game. He had 26. So many other players chipped in, like Bogdanovich. He chipped in 20. They got a lot of players. I can't pronounce their names. Zachariah, I can't pronounce his last name. Jalen Johnson, he played well. So it was a very, very entertaining game. No one is going to it was a very, very entertaining game, and it was fun to watch. If you were a Laker fan, it wasn't so fun because your emotions must have been a seesaw. But let's get back to the real issue here. Regardless of how fun that game was, regardless of how well LeBron and AD played, the fact of the matter is the Lakers have lost yet another game. They've lost another game to a team that one can make an argument that they're more talented than, because LeBron and AD are more talented than any of those players that they have on their roster, certainly in their starting lineup. So they do have, the Lakers have more talent and star power than the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks may have been playing better basketball, but from a talent standpoint, they are a more talented team. The Lakers also have some young athletic players like Rui Hachimura, Cam Reddish, and these guys. They also have some young play. They have some horses in their stable, but nevertheless, the Lakers have lost again. And now I think it's time we need to start paying attention to JJ Redick, because the Lakers had so many mental lapses in that game, especially in the fourth quarter. And I don't know if it has something to do with JJ Redick not ensuring that those guys are always on a string and always keyed in from moment to moment, or those players probably walked into that game halfway checked in, halfway checked out. I don't know what it is, because at various times in that game, the Lakers were playing with absolutely zero desperation and concentration. Even the play after they overturned the block that we thought went off the hands of LeBron on a simple inbound pass, AD gets swarmed and they tie him up and he gets a jump ball. That cannot be what JJ Redick envisioned going into that timeout. And I'm sure that wasn't the play that he drew up. So the Lakers still end up having a lot of mental lapses. And if you look at a team that has LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and JJ Redick, and they continue to have these mental lapses, you need to look at their leadership. Those are the three guys you need to hold accountable. More importantly, you need to hold accountable JJ Redick, who doesn't seem to be a very good coach, or at the very least, doesn't seem like he's able to get through to those guys. And you got to hold LeBron James accountable as well. Because this is the second straight game where the Lakers look like they were in a total daze. You cannot have a situation in the fourth quarter and when you're trying to inbound the ball and then everybody's mind is just like somewhere. You can't have that happen. That's why Dominique Wilkins said that the Lakers don't deserve to win this game. And you can't be mad at him for taking that position because the Lakers did not have their mind in the game. And to me, it's confounding. It really is. Like the Lakers this season is turning into a disaster quickly. And I think if they don't self-correct soon, what could happen is this team could actually spiral out of control. They're already talking about trades. I'm hearing talks about somebody said mind the game. I'm hearing talks about them talking about trying to bring in Brandon Ingram. Today I saw a segment I posted on a community section of the channel. They're talking about Mike Wilbon is talking about where could LeBron go. They're talking about going to the Golden State Warriors. Like they're already checked out. It seems like they're already looking at scenarios like, okay, we got to blow this thing up or figure something else out or trade LeBron or go here or go so early. Really? And I mean, like, I would really love to get into these topics a lot more. I see somebody posted, what is it about the Boston Celtics? They had a very good game. There's so many things I would like to talk about on a daily basis, but there are these key topics that people want to hear about. So if you guys want to hear me talk about different stuff, really be a little bit more unfiltered because I can't really do that on YouTube. Please make sure you guys sign up to our Dreamers Pro community. We're going to launch that very soon. You can join the waiting list and you get to listen to me actually talk about these things where I'm not restrained by some of the things that we got to talk about on YouTube. So if you guys want to be a part of that, you can join the waiting list. We have that pinned at the top and just wait. We got over 250 people already signed up. So you guys can do that if you're interested in that. But anyway, the Lakers are spiraling. The Lakers are spiraling. If I look at the NBA standings right now, let me see if I could pull up the NBA standings. I want to see if I could pull it up. NBA standings. Going into that game, the Lakers had lost, I believe, 2 in a row. No. Yeah, they lost 2 in a row. The Lakers are now the number 10 seed. And they've lost 7 out of their last 10 games. And the Lakers are losing to teams that they're supposed to be beating. That's what's even more alarming. They're losing to teams that they're supposed to be beating. They got Sacramento coming up. I think they're going to be playing them back-to-back. I'm not sure if they're going to play Utah again, but these are the teams that the Lakers are supposed to be beating. So if they're not beating them now, and the Lakers get to the point in the season where they start playing against real competition, it's going to get bad. I think this season has the potential, if it continues like this, to be worse than that season when Russell Westbrook was there. That year when they won 38 or 39 games or something like. It has the potential to be worse than that. And if we look at LeBron James, who's in year 22, as I said in the last live we did after they got blown out by 40, don't be surprised if LeBron retires this year. Don't be surprised. Some people think, oh, LeBron wants a farewell tour and all of that stuff. Look, LeBron may want a farewell tour, but I don't think LeBron wants to get embarrassed for the rest of the season. I don't think he wants to go through this or go through an entire season full of embarrassment just to come back next year to receive a farewell tour and then lose the entire year. I don't think so. Jeff Teague already talking about he think LeBron may retire this year. You got a lot of people saying that LeBron needs to retire. I personally don't know why LeBron is still playing, and I don't get why he would want to play beyond this season, because we were saying, okay, LeBron wants to play with he wants to play with Bronny, wants to play with Bronny. Okay, fine. He wants to play with Bronny. But that itself doesn't seem to be happening. That itself doesn't seem to be happening. And as somebody that used to support the Lakers, yo, when the dust settles, when LeBron finally does retire, I think the Lakers have the potential to go into a serious drought unless they start making some moves now. If the Lakers have an opportunity to move off LeBron, I think they should. I really do. I really do. If they brought up the scenario of going to Golden State, I think they should. I think they should move off from LeBron, get some younger players, and see what you can salvage with Anthony Davis and move into the future. Because the fact of the matter is, you cannot have a future with a player that is 40 years old. You can't. LeBron is going to be 40 years old, I think, in a few weeks or whatever. So you can't continue to hold on to a player like that. You got to let him go. And if LeBron wants to go to another team, let him go. You would have had him for what, 7 years? 7 years. So you had him, but now it's time to move on. But if the Lakers continue to try to hold on to LeBron and hold on to whatever it is they got going on there and keep the Bronny James situation, it's just going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. And free agents don't seem to want to even go to play with the Lakers. Klay Thompson, we forget about Klay. Klay had an opportunity to sign with the Lakers, and he decided to go with the Mavs. Let's think about that for a second. Klay had an opportunity this summer to play with the Lakers, and he turned down the opportunity to go play with the Mavs. Do you think Klay Thompson doesn't know that LeBron is a great player and Anthony Davis? Of course he knows that. But Klay Thompson is looking at the direction of the organization and the people running it, and it's like, there doesn't seem to be any real leadership here. It seems like a circle. Can you imagine if think about this for a second. Can you imagine if Klay Thompson had joined the Lakers and they were going through this season when they're losing like this? That would have been a horrendous decision for Klay Thompson. A horrendous one. So the Lakers need to rehabilitate their image. Somebody said, let me see, the Road to Wisdom said, appreciate the super chat. He said, if my memory serves me right, Jordan never lost over 3 games in a row from 1990 to 1998. I see that LeBron can't say that. Yeah, look, man, LeBron definitely can't say that. He can't say it like that. I don't even want to get into the whole GOAT debate because I don't think it's a debate. I don't even think it's a debate. I think that the situation with the Lakers, like, we don't want to talk about it. The media doesn't want to talk about it. But we got to start talking about Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka and these people. Especially Jeannie Buss. Jeannie Buss is getting a pass because she's a woman. It's the fact. She's getting a pass because she's a woman. And because of that, no one is calling out her boneheaded decisions and the utter chaos that the Lakers have been ever since she took over the organization. It is the truth. Minus the bubble year, it has been a disaster. It's been a disaster. And it seems like as if she has no pulse on what her fan base even wants or cares about. Let me see this from Stump. Appreciate the super chat. Lakers 2024. Ghost Black Mamba 24. Strike back. Appreciate that. Appreciate the super chat. Who else said this? Taureg said, nothing has changed. A single post-game analysis can be used across multiple games in a row without requiring updates. Greetings from Brazil. Appreciate that. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate you. Somebody just busted into the live and just wrote, they lost again. Like, this dude just busted into the live. Like, he just got here. He was like, they lost again. Anyway, what this guy said, he said, Clay Morris, he said, Lakers is done. Stick a fork in them. Yeah, so appreciate the super chats. Also, guys, we got the Dreamers Pro community. If you guys want to be a part of that, make sure you join the waiting list. We got that pin at the top. We're going to be launching that soon. Anyway, I want to get back to Jeannie Buss. Jeannie Buss has been doing a horrendous job. A horrendous yo. As I'm here doing this live, one of my people one of our partners or whatever it is, the dude just messaged me. He goes, the Lakers lost again in OT. Yo, look, yo, everybody is having a laugh at the Lakers right now. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. Jeannie Buss and the Lakers organization seem to be totally out of touch with their fan base. I used to be a Lakers fan. I used to be. And I'm thinking to myself, if I was still a Lakers fan, would I be in support of LeBron bringing his son to the team? I don't think I would. Do you know the reason why I wouldn't? It's because the team is not winning anything. It's not like as if the Lakers are winning championships, then I'll be like, hey, man, why not? Why not? Kumbaya, why not? Why not? But if I'm looking at the landscape of the team, I see that you guys could not get any free agents. No real free agents wanted to join the Lakers. People keep talking about, oh, well, what did Rob Pelinka do? They didn't bring anybody there. Nobody wanted to go there. No one wanted to go there. There were so many free agents. I think DeMar DeRozan was a free agent. He went to the Kings. Klay Thompson, who was a real free agent, he went to the Mavs. So it's not like as if there were no free agents. It's just that the situation has turned into such a chaotic environment that free agents don't want to come there no more. They don't. And Jeannie has not been doing it. Every time you see her, what was her quotes? The quote says, oh, what is it? The saying that Jeannie Buss wants, her number one goal is to make sure that LeBron is happy. It's like, but what about your fan base? Do you want them to be happy? Bronny just sitting on the bench. Nobody even knows why Bronny is there. Nobody even knows. You listen to them on Gil's Arena, they talking about, oh, well, they did them to sign, to sell jerseys. Bronny James, made sold $50 million in jerseys and all of this nonsense. And so that's what the Lakers have turned into. The Lakers have turned into a team that recruits players that are not good just to sell jerseys. I thought the Lakers, the way that they increased their net worth was through championships. How do we go from winning championships to now we're trying to come up with gimmicks to sell jerseys? Like, I'm lost. I'm lost. And I really believe that when Kobe died, something in the Laker fabric died with him. I really believe that. I do not believe that if Kobe was still around, this Laker organization would have turned into what it turned into. I really do not believe it. I just don't believe it. Because I know that if they put a microphone in front of Kobe Bryant and asked him, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? If they had asked Kobe, what do you think about the Lakers signing Bronny? Kobe would have said something to the effect, you want to make sure that we're teaching our kids that they got to earn everything they keep and you got to go out there. Kobe would have said something in that vein. And the entire media would have been pissed off at Kobe. Kobe had a particular energy about him that brought a level of respectability to the organization. It started with the player. But LeBron has this thing about him where it's like everywhere he goes, it's like a traveling circus. It's like a circus that follows. I'm not even being funny right now. It is a circus that follows him wherever he goes, full of clowns and gestures and just a bunch of morons following him everywhere he goes, twerking it up all over the place, pouring honey all over each other and hollering and screaming for King James. You got people in the media that are twerking it up all day long. He goes to Cleveland, it turns into an absolute disaster. He goes to LA, the Lakers that used to be synonymous with winning are now synonymous with being a sideshow. Your favorite barber. I'm so glad to see this. And I'm a Laker fan. He placed himself over the team for his legacy. Bronny needs to be on the AAU circuit. First of all, appreciate the super chat. I don't think it's him. I think it's the organization. The problem is the Lakers have no leadership. Look at the Miami Heat organization. You could tell they have a clear leadership structure and they have a culture. Any and everything cannot happen with the Heat. There's certain things that Pat Riley will go for, and there's certain things Pat Riley will not go for. Look at the Spurs. The Spurs have a culture. The Lakers used to have a culture. Now the Lakers culture is no culture. It's like the Kardashians. Let me see what this person said. Appreciate the super chat. He said, Ghost, Kobe Bryant, make sure he exposed Lakers this year on LeBron's 40th birthday. Well done, Black Mom. Appreciate the super chat there. I just want to make sure I'm not reading the same one twice. We don't be getting super chats, so I'm not used to this. We don't get super chats. We don't do it. Nobody be sending us nothing. We don't ask for nothing, so I don't know how all of this works. Anyway, appreciate you guys for being a part of this live. So let me continue on. So yeah, I think, look, where do we go from here? If you look at the Lakers schedule right now, let me see if I could pull it up. Okay, let's pull up the Lakers schedule, because although the Hawks were a decent team, the Lakers should have been able to beat the Hawks. So let's look at who the Lakers have coming up next. They got the Portland Trail Blazers. I'm going to assume that the Lakers are going to win that game. But then the Lakers got some really tough games ahead. They got the Minnesota Timberwolves, who beat them last time they played by 29 points. That was about a week ago. So, the Wolves and they disrespectful selves with Anthony Edwards, they're going to be waiting for the Lakers. And if they can embarrass them, they will do that again. Then you're going to be playing a wolf to playing a dog in the Memphis Grizzlies with John Morant. And John Morant wants some get back. John Morant always looking for the smoke with the Lakers. So there's a possibility that these two games alone could send the Lakers into a total spiral. Why am I saying that? The reason I'm saying that is if they go up against these two teams and lose badly, things could spiral out of control, because I can guarantee you the Memphis Grizzlies are going to try to embarrass the Lakers. They're going to try to embarrass the Lakers. They just embarrassed them less than a week ago. I'm sorry, the Minnesota, the Wolves just embarrassed them a week ago. The Grizzlies are going to try to embarrass them. The Wolves are going to try to embarrass them again. So if they lose those two games in an embarrassing fashion, it's going to get bad. I appreciate Patrick for the super chat to tell you that your shows. Hey, I appreciate that, man. We really appreciate the support. So they got them. Then they got the Sacramento Kings back-to-back. No, actually, they're going to be playing the Kings 2 games in a row, the Pistons. Then they're going to play the Warriors, the Kings again. I don't know who did the Lakers schedule. And then things start getting interesting, because they're going to play the Cavs, who they lost to. They're going to play the Hawks again. They're going to play the number 2 Rockets. They're going to play the Mavs. Yo, these are some serious teams that are coming up. And I don't think the Lakers is going to have a winning record playing these teams. I don't think so. What I also think is going to happen is that eventually JJ Redick is going to start getting called out. People have already started. It really started in the independent space. A lot of the independent guys like Too Raw for TV / Too Raw for Sports, Ticket TV, who's 78 Sports TV, Sports and Fitness Rants. Who else am I missing? Man Down Sports, Kwame Brown. I hope I'm not missing anybody. These guys have been calling out JJ Redick. Awful coach. Yeah, all of them. Sports T, all of them been calling out JJ Redick. But if you notice now, the players, the people in big media now starting to call him out. Rob Parker's starting to call him out. Kendrick Perkins called him mind the game. You had Kenyon Martin calling him out. You got Brandon not Brandon Ingram. Was Brandon Jennings calling him out. You got Nick Young calling him out. And eventually what's going to have to happen is if the Lakers keep losing, people on ESPN going to have to call him out too. They're going to have to call him out too. And in the process of calling out JJ Redick, they need to call out Jeannie Buss. They need to. Because if you're laughing at the Lakers and saying, oh, the Lakers hired a podcaster, well, who hired him? They're saying the Lakers hired a podcaster. Who hired him? Did JJ Redick hire himself or did somebody hire him? Because at a certain point, we got to look at the leadership of the Lakers. We have to. How the Lakers allowed themselves to get swindled into the position of hiring JJ Redick. They had an opportunity to hire Ty Lue. They screwed that up. They had an opportunity to hire Dan Hurley. They screwed that up. They had an opportunity to go hire a coach that has some assistant coaching experience in Sam Cassell or whoever. They overlooked all of that. All of that. But instead, they decided to hire JJ Redick. And my question is, based off of what about JJ? What about JJ Redick was it that the Lakers saw and said, you know what? I want him. What is it? Is it because JJ Redick be talking back? Like these people hired a coach that that used to sit up on TV and argue about basket. That's who they hired. That's who they hired. Think about this for a second. If you look at the Boston Celtics, let's talk about the Celtics for a second. The Celtics look like a much more serious organization than the Lakers, and we all know it. Even though the Boston Celtics just won this championship, the Boston Celtics have always been in the Eastern Conference Finals. It seems like every year. They've always been a contender for at least the last 5-6 seasons. Well, that has a lot to do with leadership. Look at the players that they were able to draft. Look at the teams they were able to even when they hired Ime Udoka. If Ime Udoka didn't have that situation that he had, he would still be with them. But they promoted a guy that came out of the Greg Popovich system. So they're not just winging it. You get the sense that the Lakers are winging it. You get the sense that the Lakers are out there winging it. And we don't know who's in control in that organization. And you have people out there that have so many interests. The one thing that surprises me the most is that Anthony Davis hasn't even requested a trade yet. AD just looks so happy to be there for the ride. This is when we started really getting into YouTube and talking about basketball. This is back in 2019, 2020 season when Kawhi Leonard joined the Clippers and all of that. And one of the reasons I thought that one of the reasons I thought that the Clippers were going to beat the Lakers and win that championship. One of the reasons I said, you can go back and look at the old videos. They're old as hell. I said that, and of course I was wrong. I said that I never believed in Anthony Davis. I was saying this 4 years ago. Why did I never believe in Anthony Davis? The reason I didn't believe in Anthony Davis was because as somebody that supported the Lakers for about 15 years, as somebody that was a Kobe Bryant fan, I understood the caliber of player and the caliber of a man that you need to be the face of that franchise, and AD wasn't it. The Lakers were if you look at the history of the Lakers, they're always being led by alpha males, alpha personalities, not followers. You look at the Magic Johnsons, the Kareems, the Shaqs, Even Shaq and Kobe had friction. Why? Because there were two alphas. But when I looked at Anthony Davis, AD looked so happy to be under the wing of LeBron James. And I said, this ain't gonna work. He looked so happy to be sitting next to LeBron in those interviews. I said, this is not going to work. Because a real Laker, the person that can lead the Lakers organization, is somebody that would not be happy to sit next to LeBron. He would be the person that wants to take LeBron's seat, respectfully. They have this I want it attitude. They got a dog mentality in them. Go look at that interview that Kobe did with Alex Rodriguez when he scored those 90 games, those 40 points plus points, 9 games in a row. Kobe was going to keep scoring. It was Phil Jackson that had to come to Kobe and beg him like, yo, Kobe, chill. Let's Shaq. Because Kobe was like, Shaq is great, but I'm great too. But AD is like, I'm great, but LeBron is greater than me, so I'm going to follow him. That cannot be the cornerstone of the Lakers. It cannot be. It cannot be. AD doesn't have the mental makeup to lead that organization. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. If AD had that mental makeup, we would have been hearing stories about friction between AD and LeBron. If AD had it, we would have been hearing stories about AD's having issues with LeBron because he's not getting the ball and he's not the one taking the shots and he wants to be the leader. We would have been hearing those stories, but we don't hear that from him. We don't hear that from him. It's one of the knocks that there's also on Kevin Durant. When Kevin Durant had a falling out with Russell Westbrook, originally, he left the Oklahoma City Thunder because he didn't like the style of play. Well, it's like, yo, bro, you the best player on the team. If you don't like the way the game is being played, you go tell Russell Westbrook. But AD didn't have that confrontational energy in him. So instead of confronting Westbrook, he left. He left. That's the reason why every team Kevin Durant goes to, he's never the leader. He's never the leader. He's never there's been no team that KD has been on that he was the leader, ever. Because you need to be a certain caliber of player, and AD ain't it. Is LeBron it? Yes. But LeBron is it in a selfish way. LeBron is not thinking about the franchise. LeBron is thinking about himself. That's the fundamental. Is LeBron an alpha? Yes, he is in this context. But in his case, LeBron's whole focus is himself, not the organization nor the team. And LeBron will trade anybody, throw anybody under the bus as long as it pushes his agenda forward. That's the difference. So right now, we're already hearing stuff about, LeBron may go to the Warriors and all of that. None of that don't surprise me. None of that don't surprise me. It really, really don't. It really, really don't. If LeBron went to the Warriors, I would say, Laker fans, you should stand up and start rejoicing because finally you are on the way of getting the organization back. I was a Laker fan 15 years, but I can't support this team now. I cannot do it. When they start afresh and LeBron leaves and probably AD leaves, then I'll start coming over and okay. And I noticed the energy of the Lakers change. It gets back to that original aura that it used to have, not none of this weirdo stuff it got going on now. Then start coming back to it. But for now, I just cannot do it. I cannot support the Lakers if you're up there cheering Bronny James, who does not. I can't support you. Why don't I support you? Because you guys support mediocrity. I can't do it. The Lakers are supposed to support substance, not mediocrity and sideshows. So if you're up there cheering for Bronny, who comes in a game, runs around the court, does nothing, and you're clapping and cheering for him, and if he shoots and the whole arena goes, I can't support you. You're supporting nonsense. The Lakers used to be about substance. So for me, man, look, word on the streets is Jordan Brand paying Dreamers Pro for this. Yeah, I done heard it all, man. I done heard it all. Jordan Brand paying me, everybody paying me. I don't know. Everybody paying me. I don't know. Anyway, folks, we had a lot of fun. Shout out to the 2,000 people in here. We're going to be doing a lot of recaps on our new Dreamers Pro community. We launch a little bit later where I can talk about other teams finally and other things. So if you guys want to be a part of that, we got that pinned in the comments. Sign up to join the waiting list. We got over 250 people on there. Make sure you don't miss out on that. I see people dropping the honey emojis. Also, I've been hearing about the questions that people have been asking me about merch. When you gonna come out with the merch? When you gonna come out with the honey? First of all, let me just ask y'all quickly. If we came out with merch, would y'all actually cop? Because I'm never on here asking y'all for money or nothing like that. So I'm not doing that with y'all. But I'm just curious. If we got merch, would y'all actually cop, or am I just is it gonna be a waste of our time? I'm just curious. Just either leave a yes or no in the comment section. If let me just get a sense of it. Yo, y'all gonna walk around with their like slapping each other with honey t-shirts, and them LeBron fans gonna jump you. Don't say it was me, because these LeBron fans do not play about LeBron James. Like that's my my disclaimer. You can word, but if these LeBron fans try to jump you, do not blame it on me, because I got to defend myself. I'm gonna be in New York in a few months, and I'm sitting there saying to myself, like, yo, how am I going to be able to defend myself from one of these crazy ass LeBron fans if they see me in the airport? So I don't even know what to do. I got my own problems. So if you get one of them shirts, you are on your own. I got my own stuff to deal with. I gotta fight off these dudes myself. So anyway, appreciate that, man. Y'all have a good one. God bless. Somebody said get the honey hoodies. Y'all have a good one. God bless. Have a good one. Catch y'all later. Peace.